From the Ohio AgDat Voice You Know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution, I'm Joel Penardwood with your ag news and markets this Friday. Hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving and maybe getting a little Black Friday shopping in as well. Looking to the calendar, tune in Monday for an update from Ohio Corn and Wheat here on the Ohio AgNet. And then Tuesday, we'll be visiting with this year's winning county fair in the Farm Credit Mid-America Fight the Hunger Stock the Trailer contest. In the meantime, busy staying warm out there. Sure has cooled down. Let's check in with the Ag Weather Report. Here's Ryan.
Cold air dominating over Ohio today and through the weekend. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update here in Ohio. I'm not making major changes. I think we're going to be seeing plenty of lake effect over the next 3 to 4 days. Strong west and northwest breezes coming through. I think overall that just brings clouds to majority of Ohio. Off and on, we'll see some breaks of sunshine as well. But where we see lake effect precipitation is going to be limited mostly to the northern areas near Lake Erie and then especially in northeast Ohio. That's where we can see some accumulations over the next 2, 3, 4 days or so. Now the little clipper system is still trying to hold on in southern parts of the state as we move from tomorrow into early Sunday. I don't think it's a big deal, but definitely a few flurries around. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Looking at some flurries right now outside the broadcast window. That weather update brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. It's a buzzword these days, AI. Not the one we're used to talking about in agriculture, but artificial intelligence. How are ag companies using it? It's a topic our own Dale Minio checks in with.
Joining me is Andy Folto. We are at Bayer Crop Science. And Andy, I've been asked to talk to everybody that I talk to out here somewhere in our company about the role AI will play for farmers as they make future decisions. Have you guys talked about this as a company? How are we going to boil this down so producers don't feel overwhelmed?
I would say we have, and I think all of us in the industry owe it to farmers because AI is going to influence a lot of decision making, not just in agriculture, but in our lives in general. I know I utilize it when I'm, deciding where should I go out to, go to dinner, or when I went out to dinner last night. So it's going to be a piece of everyone's life moving forward. And, in Bayer Crop Science, we're really focused on delivering insights to farmers. And when we talk about insights, we talk about agronomic insights because we're an agronomic company. Helping farmers take this data that they've been collecting for 5, 10, 15 years in some cases, and then put it to use to be able to make a decision. And when I think about AI, we're working on tools that can help, the conversation between our customer-facing squads and the farmers so that our customer-facing squads are more informed with what's coming out of Bayer R&D and our pipeline. But also I look at all of this data that farmers have brought in, and I work for FieldView within Bayer. We're a digital ag platform that helps people bring data from whatever piece of equipment you're collecting data on. We can bring it into FieldView so you have all of that in one unified place. But going through 10, 15 years of data is a challenge for farmers. Where I see AI playing a really pivotal piece of that conversation is just making it easier for a farmer to get access to the data they need much faster.
Andy Folto, my guest from Bayer Crop Science.
And thanks, Dale. In other news, ag equipment manufacturers bracing for a tough 2025, and we've been expecting that, but latest numbers show just how hard that could be. Steep declines in sales as Deere & Company has closed fiscal year 2024 with a net income of $7.1 billion. That's down from the $10.2 billion figure in 2023. And the company forecasts further declines next year with an expected net income between $5 and $5.5 billion. They're citing reduced sales across its precision ag, turf, forestry, and construction equipment sectors. Other major players facing similar challenges. Case IH parent CNH Industrial reported a 20% drop in ag sales for the first 9 months of 2024. AGCO, which makes Fendt and Massey Ferguson, saw third quarter sales plunge about 25%. Across the industry, tractor sales have fallen 13% this year overall, with small tractors under 100 horsepower seeing the sharpest declines. Combine sales also down considerably, 23% year-to-date, according to the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. Layoffs and production cuts continuing in that sector, and overall, the outlook remaining grim for ag equipment manufacturers. Let's take a look at market numbers coming up next on the Ohio AgNet.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
A check of what's driving markets today thanks to Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years. Here's Ryan Metzger with Lice Mercantile.
This morning, the USDA released our export sales data for the week ending November 21st. The new sales came in on the lower end for corn and above expectations for soybeans and right in line for wheat. New corn sales are seen at 1.063 million metric tons. New soybean sales are seen at 2.490 million metric tons. And finally, new wheat sales are seen at 366.8 thousand metric tons. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Ryan. Markets in Chicago, new crop corn 4 3/4 cents up to 4.20.5. March corn 3.5 cents up to 4.31.5. January beans 3/4 of a penny gain to 9.89.5 per bushel, as March down 3/4 of a cent to 9.96 1/4. Next July wheat up 2 cents to 5.67 3/4. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Live cattle for December down 8 cents to 187.93. Hogs up a dime to 82.50. And milk class 3 down 28 cents for December. Price of $18.52. This is the Ohio Ag Dat.